Hi guys, my name is Evelyn Sosa, and today I'll be informing you guys about gay pride and how pride came to be. In this case, pride is one being proud of their sexual orientation and who they are. Today, showing pride of one's sexual identity is very much accepted and loved. To show our gratitude of them being so proud of who they are. Once we celebrate a whole month for them, and we have one day out of that month to have a massive pride parade. In that pride parade, they're singing, dancing, huge, full, bright colors, and amazing outfits. But unfortunately, back then it was very frowned upon. Back in New York City in 1950s, the police was heavily involved. If any time of hand-holding, kissing, or one not dressed of their sexual orientation would be stopped, taken to jail, or be outed, or even worse. People would have to hide their identities, fake a smile, dress accordingly to make others feel comfortable. There was a group called the Management Society where they just wanted to show other people that they are just like them, employable and upstanding citizens. In the 1960s, the group decided to do a sit in, which is where they would go somewhere where they were not allowed, for example, a bar, where the bar would have signs saying, no gay people allowed. With this happening, they contacted the New York Times because they wanted to get published, showing them being denied even a simple drink. Since it worked, the laws changed, but not people's minds. They wanted to open a bar, but unfortunately it was very hard, so they contacted the mafia, where they gladly agreed since to them they just saw it as another source of income, and them just being not wanting to agree with the police. They found a bar, but it was in horrible conditions. It was an old bar that had unfortunately burned down. They did not reinstall anything. The bar was really horrible. They had no running water except the bathtub where they cleaned all their drinks and stuff. But the queer people did not care since that bar was just theirs and it made them feel home and happy. The police always found ways to constantly try to shut it down. At times, the mafia would pay them off, but even that still wouldn't work. Some things that police would do would be lining up the patrons to force them to show their IDs while doing an anatomy check. All the police wanted to make them feel powerless, especially one policeman who disagreed with everything. So a couple of policemen went to the Stonewall Queer Bar. They had turned down all the lights and arrested everybody inside, especially anybody who was underage and dressed as a woman. Everybody who was either a drag queen would be pushed into a closet and just left there. One policeman arrested a woman, and while he was taking her out, she had turned around and kicked the policeman and dropped a very big F-bomb. That led to a riot where the policemen barricaded themselves into the bar and the bar somehow caught on fire. The policemen called reinforcements, and when they were doing that, the queer people were just outside celebrating and just being happy because to them this was just like another everyday scenario where the policemen would riot their bars trying to get them to feel powerless and everything. Since the policemen were inside stuck, they had to call reinforcements, and while the reinforcements were coming, the queer people outside all formed up in a line as in a rockalette, I think, and they just started dancing. This night was just like a current event that we had here. For example, would be our Black Lives Matter protests, where the police tear gassed people and beaten them with their sticks. After it led to the first Pride Parade and March. It helped the queer people feel much more powerful and no longer having to need to blend with others. The Stonewall Ball is now known to be the start of the Pride. I personally have attended a Pride Parade that is held here in Palm Springs, and I personally would like to say that it was the best thing. The energy was amazing, so much love was in the air and acceptance. Seeing the community join together to praise them. But let's not disregard the love and everything to distract you from the big point that even today there's still so much hate crimes towards them, and there has been proven that so many people have been missing and being killed and beaten just for being who they are. This shouldn't be a reason to disagree with someone and hate them for them showing you who they are. This should be shown as a form of powerful and just them being who they are, because not many people like to do that. So with this being said, I just think it's amazing that they feel comfortable in a place to make them feel homey and accepted here.